Welcome in. And thanks so much for joining me. In this episode, I'd like to guide a short practice on what I call whole body or full body awareness. This is something that I often work with mentees when they're struggling with grounding into the body and or more interoceptive awareness, or they're just struggling with nervous system overwhelm or anxiety. This can also be a practice that we do before we go into traditional Buddhist practices like shamatha without support, or what we call objectless shamatha. This really helps me to sort of ground, find a fuller experience in the body, and then open up to larger meditative awareness. So with that said, go ahead and find a seat that's going to work well for you for about, let's say, a 5 to 10 minute practice. I'm going to keep it short today. Just go ahead and find a relaxed yet alert posture. Just allowing the spine to be loosely straight. Feet flat on the floor if you're sitting in a chair, or if you're cross-legged, whatever you need to support you. Any cushions. And we're going to start by just bringing the majority of our attention and awareness down into our feet. Just feeling the feet connected to the ground below you. Maybe starting with the sensation of the soles of the feet connected to the ground. Allowing yourself to then come into the sides of the feet, the back, the front. And then inside of the feet, where the bones and the real meat of the feet or each feet sit. For me, often my ankles get included here, inside of my ankles. Just gently for the next few minutes, we'll make our way up the body. If you need to do this slower, you can always pause the video or audio before I move on to the next part of the body. But moving up from the ankles and feet into the calves and knees, and just allowing yourself to sense both knees at the same time. So already when we do that, there's a sense of widening, right? So I just want you to notice that widening or fuller experience of embodied awareness that's starting to happen. Just we simply feel and sit with inside the knees, with inside the calves, the legs. If we move into the thighs, any parts that help to connect you, feeling of sitting in the seat, but then find your way inside of the legs, inside of the thighs. By inside, I just mean in its core. And think of where the bone sits. Just rest your attention and awareness there. From the thighs, we move into the seat, pelvic area. Here, as we move into the main core of the body, it's often a little bit easier to connect with the space inside. As we sense the area around our belly button, the front of our stomach, the sides, the back, and then maybe we can start to locate our spine deep inside. And again, we're not going to be able to feel that necessarily, but we can sense it. So allow the awareness to widen from the sides of the abdomen to the front, back, all the way into the middle. The same as you begin to move into the mid-body, into the chest. You can start by sensing something relatable. If you need to place a hand on your mid-body or the front of your chest, go ahead and do that. But then use that as a way in, where you start to also then sense the sides, the back, then the center, the spacious center. Like I said, if you need to pause the audio or video, it's fine. And if you can't find the spacious center, it's okay. This can take some time as we're orienting ourselves more as our interoceptive awareness is growing. Here we might also start to sense our shoulders and arms, hands. And at this point, connect back with your feet. And then see if you can connect back with everything between your shoulders, arms, hands, chest, and feet. So we're basically including 90% of the body. So it's good to scope back every once in a while. Another way we can practice this is as we move from the feet up through calves, legs, we don't leave the feet. So you stay with what you've been previously aware of and with. But now we'll just kind of flash 90% of our body kind of experience. And we'll use that as we move into the throat and neck. Again, sensing front, back, sides, center, jaw, lips, nose, cheeks, eyes, and forehead. Crown of your head all the way back, where the neck meets the back of your head, around. And again, flash down through the neck, in through the shoulders, arms, and chest, center of your body, abdomen, down through the legs, into the feet. Now see if you can sit in the center of your whole body. Again, if you can't, it's okay. You can just take it part by part and then try momentarily. It's a little bit more like a flash than a slow experience. If you're mostly in the head, you just flash an awareness of the sensation of the whole body. If you can, sit within the full body. There's nothing else to do. Just be with that, sense it, be present with that, bring your attention back to that if you get distracted. And key here is feeling, not thinking about it, right? Those are two different things. So just this can become a great anchor or object of awareness. If we're practicing traditional shamatha practice, we can use the whole body or the full body as an object to be aware of. But of course, you can always open your eyes and or continue to leave the eyes closed and move into open awareness, where the body just becomes part of the fuller experience of our senses, mind, that we're aware of. Okay. So thanks so much for practicing with me. My intention was to keep this a little bit shorter for this guided meditation, just so it's something that you could fit into a shorter practice, or maybe throughout the day you can tap in with this. But as I said, if you'd like to elongate this practice, which some find very useful, you can just pause when you need to and just stay with a certain area of the body. If you're having difficulty scoping out into the whole body or the full body, just keep trying, right? Find the spaces in the body where you do feel grounded and you feel it's easier to have presence there, and just allow that to expand, right? It's kind of like that. And then it will grow quicker, meaning like you'll be able to flash a full body awareness with practice and over time. Thanks so much, everyone. As usual, let me know how this lands for you. If this is helpful, please comment on YouTube, or you can always send me a note at scotttusa.com and contact me with any feedback. Thanks so much, everyone. Happy practice.